extra time.
Not to sort of change tack too much, but I suppose India are coming out this summer and things aren't looking good in Victoria. I mean, how long do you leave that until you make a call around the Boxing Day test?
Oh, that's I think we're very excited to welcome India here. We're having really constructive discussions with the BCCI and with the government about making sure we're getting all of the travel exemptions for India to come. So, I think we had both the India match in Sydney and also, the India-England match at the MCG for the World Cup were already sold out and couldn't get a ticket. So we're just really hopeful that for those that are missing out on the World Cup, they've got a fantastic series to look forward to against India. In terms of Boxing Day, I mean, it's one of the most iconic days on the Australian sporting calendar. So certainly, at this stage, we're planning full steam ahead. As long as circumstances allow, we'll be doing everything we can to play the Boxing Day test at the MCG.
Are there provisions being set if the Boxing Day? Have you actually got provisions set already? You're looking at other venues just in case the Boxing Day, and also the England tour. What's the situation? Is that definitely going to happen? I mean, England's saying it's safe, but obviously the guys are going to live in a hotel for the full period they're there. Is that likely to happen? Not likely to happen?
Yeah, look, ECB I'll answer the first one, the last one first, and then the first one last. The ECB have just done a phenomenal job in terms of being the first to get international cricket up and running in a biosecure way. We're learning, and they've been very generous in sharing all their plans. We're learning a huge amount from them ahead of the Australian summer. We are very committed to the England tour going ahead. There's a bit more work to be done around travel exemptions and a couple of the finer details, but we're really committed to wanting to make that tour happen, and we'll be making. So there's a bit of background noise there. We'll be making some announcements on that in the next couple of weeks and confirming that tour as soon as we're able to. Insofar as contingency planning's going for the summer, we are having to, as we've seen with the other sporting codes, we're having to remain kind of agile, and certainly we're looking at contingency planning across the entire summer, but not necessarily specific to particular matches, but across all of our major events. So, as and when things change, that we're doing everything that we can, and that we've got all of the backup arrangements to make sure that we get cricket played. Because, I think particularly after what everyone's been through, everyone, the prospect of hearing bat on ball, of seeing cricket played, I think everyone's looking forward to getting as much cricket played as possible.
I just want to follow up on the previous question about Boxing Day. You mentioned how you're keen for the test Boxing Day to remain at the MCG if circumstances allow. I mean, what are those? Can you speak about those circumstances, and are they? I mean, if you get to the point where we can't have a big crowd at the MCG, would we see that test moved somewhere else where we could get 40,000-50,000 in the stadiums?
At the moment, we're planning to go ahead, and it comes down to if we can get a crowd at the MCG, we're going to play at the MCG. I think there's a long way to run. As I said, it's over 4.5 months to go. I think it's very premature to be talking about this. We're just really, the majority of Cricket Australia staff live and work in Melbourne and Victoria, and all of the restrictions that are ongoing. We're very hopeful that that they take very quick effect, and we're back to we get back on top of the situation, and people can get out and about, and that we can get back to cricket, get back to crowds, and get back to live events. So as I said, certainly it's I think it's very premature to be speculating on that, and we're full steam ahead with the planning, in the anticipation that we'll be back to some level of normalcy by that point in time.
Yeah. What crowd would you need in Melbourne, and how late can you wait? Because it's not like, Test matches take a while to organise. Have you set yourself a time when you want to put this certainty in place?
I think it's a case of continuing to kind of monitor the situation. And as I said, we need to be agile. There's a few moving parts. There's quarantine arrangements that we need to think about, and as we've seen, it's just changing very, very, very quickly. So, but it's certainly we're a number of months off having to make any change to the published schedule in respect to Boxing Day.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.